Good evening, everybody! Happy Sunday! Oh my god, it feels like it's been forever since we last met on a Sunday. How's the audio? Is everything sounding okay? Let me know if anything sounds like a little off. Hello! Good evening, everybody! Thank you for joining me on this Sunday night. It's been so long since we last met on a Sunday. It's nice to see you again. If you used to come here on Sundays way long ago, it's Sunday evenings especially. We used to do Sunday mornings with the cut back, and now we're doing Sunday evenings. Usually for like a Friday night stream, you know, you kind of, I feel like it's like easy to get that energy, get hype, because you get like, oh, I got the whole weekend ahead of me. But now it's like, oh, the weekend is coming to a close. It's a holiday for me tomorrow. Is it a holiday for you guys? Today was the most exciting and scariest moment. You saw the alien? Did she really, Nimby? What do they look like? I've seen a lot of people saying like the aliens either look like the green things that, not green, the gray guys, skinny gray guys like on South Park, or they look like what is it, like Nordic people, like Vikings. Imagine if they look like Vikings. It's like, oh damn, they're at it again, conquering the world. Good evening, everybody! If you'd like to make yourself present... For today's little pillow talk stream, let's see some... I don't know. Let's put whatever emoji you want in the chat. How are you feeling today? I want to see that in the chat. What emoji is calling out to you today? No holidays for you guys tomorrow? Okay, I'll be sure to keep it extra comfy and cozy. Even though I don't have work tomorrow, I think I'm just gonna try and be productive. I have a lot of stuff that I gotta do at the Demon HQ. Even if tomorrow's a holiday, maybe I should catch up on some of the work that I missed. And then of course I have work for Lucille to do as well. I owe her a couple of tasks. Our sheepish overlord. and what else would I do? Maybe I'll clean tomorrow. Maybe I'll clean tomorrow too. Let's see. Eric, welcome! Balloons! How's this sounding that you're feeling? You're high. Are you high? Are you floating? Or are you feeling like what is Katy Perry? Do you ever feel like a plastic bag floating in the wind? I saw a meme earlier today talking about how I think they're comparing like it was in pop head circles, right? They're comparing pop stars to like communist philosophers or something. I don't know anything about philosophy, so I don't know like what exactly the person they're referencing Katy Perry to be, but they're like this person was once at the top of their game but has since like become irrelevant and they're clinging to relevancy. Katy Perry, the queen that you once were. Meteorite is how I'm doing. Oh shit. Yeah, they did say it's gonna be like what, 2% chance? 2% chance. It's not gonna extinguish humanity. You know, you humans are quite, what's the word? Sturdy. You guys have survived. Your bloodlines have survived for literally billions of years. Isn't that crazy to think about? The fact that you're alive is because over billions of years, like, cells were able to reproduce. Bringing you to this moment, watching this cute anime girl on your screen. Is that what you choose to do with your time? Thank you. I appreciate it. C4, welcome, welcome. Not the upside down smiley face. I feel like that encompasses like a Sunday perfectly, because it's like you are, I don't know, you're smiling through the pain, you're smiling because you're like, well, at least today was a day off, but smiles slightly turned upside down because, well, the day off is coming to a close, unfortunately. YK, welcome, welcome. Is that a Spider-Man? Or is that what is also I love you? I love you. Let me have the screen. What is your wisdom? Om. I see success in your future. Everybody who is in this chat, who's watching and lurking, everyone alike, near and far, will be successful. Wow! Is that really the wisdom that was passed down to me? Well, if the voices said it, it must be true. Pray for the meteor. Thoughts and prayers for the meteor. I'm sure the meteor doesn't want to hit Earth either. You know, this guy's probably like, no, certain death. I have a 2% chance of dying. I'm sure he wants to continue just floating through the sky. He's a Taurus, you know. He was given the wrong directions, so now we're on a possible collision course. Hopefully, he could turn around in time. Maybe if we make like a giant intergalactic stop sign. Or maybe like any kind of like a highway sign, like Earth 3.2 billion light years away or something. I don't know. Whatever would be enough time for them to correct their course a little bit. Man, tomorrow I have to get up at 7 AM and leave at 7 PM. Oh, and I haven't done my university homework. Oh, that's the worst. Oh my gosh. Well, you know, just get a lot of rest today. Really mentally prepare yourself. I find that when I have a long day ahead of me, like when I used to do like events and stuff, I'm like, oh man, I gotta be there for like setup and takedown, and gotta wait till every last guest leaves and show them a good time. All you have to do is just make sure you get a lot of rest the day before, and take a deep breath before the day starts, and start it off with like a positive mindset. If you think like, man, I'm not gonna want to do this today, it's gonna be a long day, you know, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot earlier on. Think of like, try to break it up into chunks, and when you survive the day, it'll be the best feeling ever. Got this. You got this. Ganbare. Start your week on the right foot. I'm also doing negative. Sundays are really rough, huh? Sundays are really rough for us, aren't they? It's okay, guys. How about we try and think of what are some good things that are gonna happen this week. What's some things we're looking forward to this week? I'm looking forward to the feeling on Thursday night when you know, like, hey, I've made it through like most of the week. I just have one more week or one more day to push through, and then finally I could be rejoined with the weekend. Next weekend's gonna feel tough for me. I had a 4-day weekend this week. My parents were in town, so I took off for Friday. I was really sad on Thursday night after we had our meeting. I was like, oh man, like it's already time for me to go to bed, and like I've been wanting to play Sims all week and I haven't had a chance to play. Or every time I did play Sims, I probably played for like 30 or 45 minutes and I was like, you know what, I kind of hate this game, and I turned it off. But on Thursday night, when I was just about to get into bed, I looked at my clock and I was like, wait a second, look at the day. I don't have work tomorrow, I called off. So I could have a 4-day weekend. My parents visited too on Friday, and it was really nice to hang out with them. I got to show them where I worked. And they're like, wow, Boomi! Boomi, look, working at the big old demon HQ. Look at her go! Also, John, welcome, welcome. Hello, happy Sunday. Spider-Man, you too. Happy Sunday. I hope you had a nice day saving the city. Boomi's coming in with some bad energy today. It's the Sunday scaries. Oh, you published your first indie game yesterday. Congratulations, J4. Everybody, let's go ahead and congratulate J4. That's... Oh, wait. There you go. That's not an easy feat. Publishing your first indie game. Congrats. Congrats. How long have you been working on it? I'm sure it must have been really tough. I remember when I was in high school, I was like really obsessed with you guys remember Renpy? There's this guy, I forgot what his channel was called, but he had a series called Let's Play a Stupid Renpy Game, and he would just like play whatever he could find on that website. And it was really funny. And I thought, hey, I want to make a stupid Renpy game. I just want to like draw and like, you know, just make something and see where it goes. I tried to learn a little bit, and I remember I was like coding it in my class, but I think I lost the thumb drive that everything was on. So whatever story I was working on, it's lost to the ages, to the USB gods. Wait, let me turn the volume off my phone for a second. Maybe I'll drink some water, man. I'm thirsty. Okay, alright. It's too long. It's been in a playable state for half? It's 2-year life. Oh, just been procrastinating. I feel that. You know, sometimes they say it's like that last 10% that takes forever to do. Oh, you have to give the government. Oh, yeah. Gotta self-dox. Well, I'm glad that you finally got around to it. And congratulations again for publishing your first indie game. I wonder if we have a section in the Discord to post about that stuff. Would it be like in media or something? I'm sure that the community would love to check it out. You guys are in the Discord? It's a great place to hang out. You come chat with your favorite personas. Come chat with the Lucid community. It always makes me happy to see you guys talking amongst each other in there. I don't really... like, I'm not much of like a Discord person, so I admittedly don't check it out that much, but whenever I do see you guys talking to each other and I just... I don't know, just seeing like the community come together, it makes me really happy. It's really inspiring. It's like, oh, we do have like a lot of people cheering us on. Maybe I should work harder. Speaking of the Discord, you know, I didn't think you guys would notice that my birthday is usually celebrated today. And we're not celebrating it this week. I didn't think you noticed, but you did. Of course you did. My boomers are so perceptive after all. Okay, alright, so a couple weeks ago... Was it a couple weeks ago? I think it was last week. Last week I went to the dentist, right? And when I went to the dentist, I was like looking through my records and stuff, and oh, all of a sudden my birthday had been changed. It was like, I don't know, like magic, like poof, it was gone. February 15th no longer existed as my birthday. It was like... almost like reality itself decided that I was always born on February 22nd and no longer February 15th. And I was thinking to myself, like, what is this? Like, is it a mistake? Is it a prank? Could it possibly be like a higher calling from Lucio herself? I thought, you know what? Whatever. As much as I liked my old birthday, and February 22nd works well because, you know, February 2, 22nd, 2-2. And look what I got. I have 2 bat wings, I have 2 fangs, and I have 2 twin tails. I have twin tails. 2 ribbons on my horns, 2 eyeballs, 2 eyebrows. You get it. It matches the theme better, okay? And so I thought, whatever, you know? Let's just roll with it. My twin tails deserve to have their own special days, so let's just roll with whatever reality has seemed to dealt to me. So, from this day forth, Boomi Mamana's birthday is now February 22nd. That is the case. That is the case. I guess Lucio must have had like something larger at play, or maybe like it's like a collection or reality. Who knows? Either way. That means my birthday is this weekend. I don't want to spill too much details, but we will be having celebrations on Friday with the birthday countdown, and then again on Saturday with the actual birthday. So please look forward to that. Details coming soon. Ethan, hello, welcome. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. What did you guys do this weekend? I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. What are you guys up to? Besides listening to my Immortal stream yesterday. How was that? Did you guys end up looking deeper into My Immortal? Did you watch the far superior internet historian rendition of it? I'm moving, so I'm listening to your voice in the background while I move furniture to a larger room. Oh, congratulations on moving to different rooms. It's always the best feeling thinking about, oh, what am I gonna do with like my new space? How am I gonna rearrange it? I remember one time, my mom was like telling me, oh, you should move your bed, like improve the feng shui in your room. She's usually never into like feng shui, but for some reason this particular week she was very into it. It's like, you should improve the feng shui in your room. We went to a furniture store. It was called, it's like a home goods, but like a nicer home goods. So you get like, you know, different kinds of furnitures and like accessories for your room. We went there and we spent all night rearranging my room, and it was so crazy, like how excited I was to sleep there, because it just really, I don't know, it just really like changed the aura of it, and just like, wow, what will my new life be like in this room? I hope you get the same excitement after you're done moving, YK. Hello, welcome! I hope you had a lovely weekend. Did you guys do anything interesting this weekend? My mom and dad and my brother visited, and let's see, I told you I got to show them where I worked, and then yesterday we went downtown. We went up, or I say downtown, but it's midtown. We went to the midtown, sort of by the Rockefeller Center. And we were like shopping around over there, and we went to go to the Rockefeller Center, right? Because you know, they have the SNL 50th anniversary this weekend, and like my dad, he's kind of the one that introduced me to all this kind of stuff. So I was showing them like the Saks Fifth Avenue stores. They have, so it's like Fifth Avenue is just like all of these stores, right? Think of it like a mall, like a not outlet mall, but it's like a mall that's outside. So on the window displays for one of the stores, they had all the costumes for like different eras of SNL, and yeah, my dad was like really interested in looking at that, and those costumes were right across the street from the actual 30 Rock building. So they have like, you know, in Spider-Man, No Way Home, where he's swinging across the city and he swings like past the Christmas tree, the same Christmas tree that was in the Hawkeye show. That's the building, right? And on that building they had like a hologram, not hologram, like a projection. They had a projection of like, oh, SNL 50 and the Saturday Night Live and all that kind of stuff. It was really cute, like how, you know, how much fanfare that they're putting around for, I guess the 50th season is a pretty big deal, but it was a lot of fanfare, right? And my dad, he grew up watching the show. His era was like, you know, Adam Sandler and like, you know, all those 90s like, guys and whatever. So we were walking around, he was really happy to see all that kind of stuff. And I was like, hey, you know, we could get inside the building. It was pretty dreary weather yesterday. Really rainy and like kind of cold, so we I was like, yes, let's just take refuge in the building. And plus they have a little gift store, and who knows, like maybe we'll like run into somebody, as they got everybody here this weekend. If you're gonna run into somebody, it's gonna be this weekend, right? And so we walked towards the ice skating rink, and they're like, oh wow, cool ice skating rink. And we walked past like these black tents. I guess they're setting up the like catering or something over there, because when you walk to the other side, you can see like the little photo shoot area where they guess maybe it could be like the red carpet, I don't know, but they had like just it smelled good. I don't know, they just had like a lot of food around there. Eventually we made it over to like the front doors, the spinny doors by the NBC studio little neon sign. I was like, okay, I think we could go in from here. But there was a crowd of people, maybe like 10 or less, like maybe 7 to 10 people waiting outside. I was thinking like, are they here for a tour or something? Like, do we need tickets to go in through this door? Turns out, I think they were just camping out there waiting for like famous comedians to walk out. Because as we approached, like some guy walked out with his kid. And we were like, that guy looks kind of familiar. We're looking at each other. It's like, he looks kind of familiar. And the crowd started walking up towards him, like, oh, picture, or, like, autograph, or whatever. When we walked into the building anyways, we were like, oh, who was that guy? He was on TV or something, right? Like, is he on SNL? He is on SNL, or at least was. It was a cast member called Alex Moffat. Moffat. I'm pretty sure it was Moffat. He was like a yacht guy in like one of the weekend updates. I was like, oh, I know that guy's voice. I remember I saw him somewhere. We tried to wander around and like run into more people, but that building is a maze. But that was pretty fun. I won a lot of like good tour guide points from my parents for that one. And then afterwards we went to go to a tonkatsu restaurant, and they were also really impressed by the tonkatsu restaurant, so I got a lot of good bonus points. I was a good host yesterday. It was your birthday, Hill! Happy birthday to you! Congratulations. I hope you had a great birthday weekend. You saw Captain America 4? I heard that movie was, I heard it's like a mixed bag. Not mixed bag. I heard it was good, but not great. I don't know. I want to see it either way. I want Anthony Mackie to get another birthday. Another movie. Are we talking about reading? Reading what? My Immortal? I heard people are panning it online, but I enjoyed it. Yeah! I heard it was like, people were like, oh, it reminds me of the earlier MCU films where it's like, you have a good time while you're watching it. You know, I was just thinking the other day, I was like, maybe we're just tainted by like they don't know what to give us. Like Endgame, like everybody loved Endgame because it was like all of those years of build up finally paying off with like the fan service and stuff. And maybe the studio execs took it was like, oh, they want fan service. So they gave us that with like Multiverse of Madness and stuff, and people are like, ugh, not like that. And like, what did they want? It's like, just give us a good movie, man. Give us a normal good movie. I know, you're getting me started. It felt more like a sequel to... yeah, I heard similar that people were like, the real trilogy is the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk, right? Yeah, the Incredible Hulk and the Eternals and Captain America 4. Oh, reading. Let's see. I know some people was not for the reading, but can I say, hey, we are also goth, and we all want to continue with the reading of My Immortal. Hopefully someone... Yeah! Oh my gosh, yes. I would... Hopefully I can plan for it sometime, like, before the end of the month, if not early next month. I really want to finish My Immortal. Just because I myself, like, I don't know how the story ends. I've only... It's like a yearly tradition for me at this point to watch the internet historian like reading of it, but he never finished it as far as I know. I think there's more chapters to it. Maybe I just didn't cross-reference or like cross-check it enough, but either way, I don't think he finished it, and I want to know where they ended off. Hello Patsy, welcome! I hope you had a lovely weekend. Come wind down with us. I put my old 2x2 room in a corner of the new one, and now I don't know what to do with the 90% of space I had left over. Maybe you could section it, so you could have a lot of different parts in your room. My room is kind of sectioned. I have a couch, and it faces, let's say, the south wall. And then next to the couch, I have a projector. So I have like a little living room. And then on the right side, I have a door. And then next to the door is my streaming desk. And then this part of it, this corner feels like a little office. And then next to the couch, I have my clothes rack. Like little hangers and stuff. So it's like I have a closet. But sometimes I gotta like step all over my couch to like get to my things. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep it that way. It saves space, but it feels a little counterintuitive. Boomi streams are the only way I'll bear the pain of My Immortal again. Never going back to My Immortal area. My Tumblr curly chaser. I want to do... I had an old vlog from when I was like in 6th grade. Maybe I could read one. I don't know if I even have the login anymore. But I want to do a dramatic reading of that. I did that back on Twitch, but I was thinking lately, like, you know, some of those are just lost to, well, I don't want to say lost to the ages. I'm pretty sure I have them somewhere on here. But, you know, I've grown a lot since then. I want to remaster those streams. I think after that I wasn't too cringe. I don't know. I just never had like too much of a cringe phase after. It was really just on this website. I was like super... How do we see it? I wanted attention really bad. Okay, I logged in. Surprisingly, I logged in. Okay, alright. Let me see what I have in here. Okay, how about this one? I read the first line. Okay, how about this one? This one I wrote on May 23rd, 2008. I have 0 comments on here. I don't know how. I think I was like 5th or 6th grade around this time. I don't really remember. Oh yeah. May 23rd, 2008. This one is called Yearbooks Harvest Moon DS Cute. Okay, today I got some people to autograph my yearbooks. Okay, 6 people. Sigh, if only they knew what I am really like. I'm actually shy at school. Hard to overcome that trait. Anyways, if they knew me... I'm gonna throw up. Anyways, if they knew me, I would be so... I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this, actually. Hey, if you think that I should have a read aloud of my diary, my blog from back in high school, middle school. Let me see. Okay, alright, okay, if you guys want me to say it, okay, alright, okay, only because you ordered me to. Okay, alright, just know that I'm not saying this with any sort of like, I'm not saying this with like any sort of pride, okay? Alright, it's making my stomach hurt just thinking about it. This is a million times worse than my immortal to me. I don't even know why. Okay. Okay, today I got some people to autograph my yearbooks. Okay, 6 people. Sigh, if only they knew what I'm really like. I'm actually shy at school, hard to overcome that trait. Anyways, if they knew me, I would be so popular, mostly because I have much in common with the popular boys. Everyone who signed my yearbook wrote, "Have a great summer," or "Have a safe summer," and junk. Only 2 people wrote something anti-summer related. My teacher and a boy who has a crush on my friend. And I doxed them for some reason. My teacher wrote something about what a pleasure I am to have in school and blah blah blah. The guy who had a crush on my friend wrote, "What's up?" I was like, huh? My friend and I hate him. Now about Harvest Moon DSQ, aka HMDC. I'm about to marry Rock and I get a blue feather. I heard you buy it at the supermarket after your bachelor has an orange heart. Not to be rude, but I need to get my blue feather. Post to ya later. Ew. I think that perfectly encapsulates the kind of person that I was at that like tween age though. As much as I hate to admit it. Let's see, quick question. I am from a city/town and I have 3 ways to graduate. 90% CAF. I have 89.68 internships in a company. Aces type and combat. Oh, so I mean, you're really like less than 0.5% away from the 90% CAF, right? I think that's pretty solid. I think that sounds like a solid plan. You know, when I was in high school, I was in trouble because I didn't know I had to take a language to graduate. I'm glad they told me before it was my senior year. I didn't realize until I was a junior. So when I was taking my classes, like everybody was like, "Oh, you're Boom Bro's sister. You're Boom Bro's sister." I was like, "Oh my god." Kill me now. Why do I have to have classes with everybody who knows my brother? Why do I have to be Boom Bro's sister? Why can't I just be Boomy? How normal is it to graduate by combat? Are they also fighting with other schools, or does this only happen in towns? I've never heard of graduating in combat before. Even in Osiris, we don't have graduating by combat. I don't think most places in Venus do graduation by combat. So even if we don't do it, but then again, I don't know about too many places on Earth. It could be different over there. I don't know. Other Earthlings? Graduation by combat sounds intense. It sounds hardcore. Is it to the death? Anyways. You know, with my birthday coming up this weekend, February 22nd, by the way. See you there. I was thinking a lot about, like, how do I think of, you know, like, birthdays, right? When you think of your birthday, on your birthday, do you usually think ahead of what's to come? Or do you usually think back and like reflect on what has been. Maybe I should do that as a poll. What do you think about on your birthday? The past, the future, or the present? I noticed that I usually think, oh, you're usually forward. I always think about the past. I think every other day I'm thinking forward. Well, I try to think forward. Maybe not. Maybe not. If I'm hesitating to say that. I'm always thinking about the past, like how much I've grown. Maybe a little bit of the present too, because I'm thinking about like the people who reach out to me and tell me happy birthday, and I'm like, oh, that's very sweet of you to think of me. But then again, when they do that, I'm thinking about like how much our relationship has grown, and like how much, not only like what they mean to me, but I guess like how much I must mean to them, and how thankful I am for them for taking the time out of their day to catch up with me on my birthday. Usually forward. Do you guys like to... I mean, I guess in a way, your birthday is kind of like your own personal New Year. What do you guys usually do on your birthday? Is there like a tradition that you like to do? I usually just have a cake and I try to make my wish. Maybe when I make my wish is like the only time on my birthday that I'm thinking ahead. But usually I'm thinking behind. Insert Kylo Ren, let the past die, kill it if you have to. I need to do that. I think I'm like very transfixed on the past. I think I had... You know, I want to say I had a very happy childhood, and that's probably why. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe just like I never felt like I was growing up. I don't know. I blink and I'm just like, oh, I am an adult, huh? But I want to continue doing the same things that I did as a kid. Watching cartoons, drawing, going to school. Oh, the present with 50%. I always see if there is any worthwhile free birthday stuff in the area. That's so true. I got like, I think like Chipotle gives like $5 at free guacamole. I think it's free guacamole on your birthday. I don't know. There should be like a mailing list or something. Like maybe they have something like that where it's like, hey, just put in your birthday and we'll tell you all the stuff that you should get. They should like something that'll do it automatically. Like, hey, I like this stuff. Like, I would love to know what's gonna give me free cake on my birthday. A lot of the times I think like, oh no, like the day has passed, or you're preoccupied on your birthday and you forget to redeem some things. Ryan, welcome, welcome. Cute? Who? Me? Ramses, hello, welcome. What do I do? Yeah, I guess I just like to blow out the candles on my birthday. Like, as long as I do that, at least blowing out candles on my birthday, it's been a good day. My tradition is to act confused when people say happy birthday and act like it is. I'm eternally 20 years old and not a day over this my baby. That's a good one. I should try that next year. What are you talking about? My birthday? It's not my birthday. What do you mean? It's not my birthday. You know what? I'll try that this weekend. I'll try that on my own birthday stream. My birthday? What are you talking? These balloons? No. It's your birthday. What do you mean? I kind of hate like when everybody's singing happy birthday to you. I don't know. I guess it depends on my mood. Some days, maybe if I'm like really dressed up and stuff, I'll be like, yeah, sing me happy. You better do it. You better sing me happy birthday. Give me all the attention. I need it right now. I deserve it. It's my special day. And on other days, it's just kind of like, yeah, like don't look at me when you're singing, please. Look at the floor. Look at the floor and sing happy birthday, please. Let's like nobody make eye contact with me at all, or you know like let's just nobody make eye contact at all. Just eyes down, eyes to the floor. Make eye contact with your toes and sing me happy birthday. I wish to add an option to the poll. Just another day. As a kid, I couldn't fathom like your birthday not being such a big deal, but lately I'm starting to understand. This time, midnight struck. Last time midnight struck, and I was just kind of like, oh yeah, birthday, right? But then again, last year I did just come back from like my big Japan trip after my birthday, so it was more than anything I was jet lagged, and I was just like, leave me alone. I want to sleep all day. I feel really weird thinking about my childhood. I was taught how to use the shotgun, rifle, and revolver when I was 7 years old because I lived in the mountains. That's crazy. It feels like such a young age to learn that. But then again, kids are really capable, I guess, huh? But then again, kids are also kind of... You have to have like really like strong guardians around you to be able to entrust you with that kind of stuff. But then again, if you're living in the mountains, really there's a lot of danger. I would say I grew up quite sheltered. We never really had like any danger. Even like our community was, I guess you could say it was gated. It was gated in a way. I wouldn't say like gated in the way that you think it is, but you needed credentials to get in there. To this our Osiris neighborhood. What is it in the Alice in Wonderland movie? An unbirthday party! We deserve to be celebrated every day of the year. On my birthday I was thinking, I don't know, it's just like a really nice time to be reminded that you're important to other people, I guess. When people are reaching out to you. I can't wait to see the balloons this weekend. That's one of my favorite parts of the birthday, when you go on Twitter and you look at your profile and get to see the balloons. I don't know. It's always a nice reminder to think like, oh, like when people are reaching out to you, to be honest, it's always given me a bit of a headache, especially in past years. Especially when I was using Facebook. You just get notification after notification, and university especially, because when you're in school, you're kind of in the routine of seeing people every day. It's a lot easier to maintain your relationships. So you got people just like constantly, happy birthday, messaging you, happy birthday, Snapchat, happy birthday, Instagram, tagging you in your story. You're just like, oh my god. I think I really did start to dread it after like the second or third year. It just became too overwhelming, and just like, I have to thank all of these people? Like, sure, it's just one comment, but I don't know. Like, I'm very much a lurker online, so I'm not really used to leaving comments or like messaging people and stuff, so it's just... In recent years, it's been a lot better. But I think I'm kind of like... I wouldn't say, I don't know, like when you get older, right? Like I said, when you're in school and you have that routine of seeing people daily and maintaining those relationships on like a very regular basis, and then when you're not in that kind of environment anymore, the relationships start to fade. But that doesn't mean that it's anything bad. I think it's like for me at least, I'm in that transition where it's like, oh no, this person didn't say happy birthday to me. Like, are you still friends? But I know that's not the case, but I think like the first year or two, when you have that kind of shift, it's very easy to start to think that way. I think I'm very like unfortunately somebody that relies. Self-awareness is the first step to recovery, I guess. So relies on external validation. I need you to tell me that we're good for me to believe that we're good. Even then, there's still gonna be a seed of doubt, but you know, just tell me. Maybe not the best thing to admit on the internet. Get a bit of that here and there. Do you think what's the best way to approach it? Do you think it's good to like do all of the thank yous all at once, or? But then again, you know, you didn't even have to do a thank you. You could just even do a react. I don't know why I didn't do that. I think like towards the end, I did like all reacts, but before it felt like, you know, I have to comment on all of them, or I comment on none of them. I don't want anybody to feel singled out. The biggest danger I had in the mountains was a deer that beat my ass. Oh my gosh. I hear deers have like really powerful kicks. That's really dangerous. Oh. The first time I saw a deer, I was so scared. Because before I only saw like birds and mongoose. And then, you know, we get relocated and we end up in a place where there's deers and stuff, and we're just like, yo, what the heck? The biggest thing we saw before was literally like a mongoose. If it wasn't a pigeon, it'd be like a mongoose or like geckos and stuff. I was thinking like, wow, they have animals this big just wandering around in neighborhoods. Like, this doesn't belong in a zoo. I felt like a similar kind of culture shock when I went to Florida for the first time. For some reason, I assumed that they would have like, you know, at this point I had gotten used to seeing deers and squirrels and stuff. So I assumed that they would be in, like, having the same animals in Florida for whatever reason. I just never really thought about it. But no, they had iguanas. As frequently as I saw squirrels, I saw iguanas, maybe even more. At least we went to the park. There's hella iguanas everywhere. I was just like, what the fuck? I've never seen anything like that before. A lot of iguanas and a lot of like parrots. I was like, like, shouldn't these things be in Petco or something? Like, what are they doing? What are these animals doing out in the wild? Like, they should be in... It was quite a culture shock. Florida is quite a place. I'm very excited for GTA 6 because I want to see what kind of animals they're gonna put in there. I fought with pigs, chickens, and horses who want to eat my garbage? That's crazy! Horses eating your garbage before, like, raccoons. I heard pigs are really crazy, too. There was, like... I think there was, like, talk of, like, wild hogs in the mountains, but, you know, we never really, like, went to the mountains that much when we were back in the tropics. Deer are pretty alright, except the Nara deer in Japan can be real jerks. No! I've never gone to visit the Nara deer. I don't even think I have time to like fit that into my upcoming trip. We're gonna spend like a lot of time with family. Like, we booked our tickets to be that way. Spend a week with family and then a couple days sightseeing. But then after we booked our tickets, my aunt was like, oh no, we're gonna be working a lot because it's gonna be in April. So that's like the very first because you know how in Japan the school starts and ends in the springtime? Like, that's sort of like the new like shift over the beginning. So like April around, I think like school ends in like March or something. So April is when all the graduates start doing their job. They either go into college or they do like their job for that cycle. I don't know if it's still in cycles, but that's what my mom said, how it was like. And I think my cousins went through something similar. It's like if you're getting a new job, it's really like seasonally you have the best luck at getting hired and stuff. And April is when it starts. And so we're like, damn, maybe we should have like spent more time in the mainland. We'll have to see if we could change our ticket, but I think I'm the one who got the cheapest one. It might be my fault we can't sightsee. I've always wanted to go to Nara and Kyoto. Tokyo is cool, but since I live in a big city myself, not that I don't like Tokyo, but it feels... I don't know. I guess I was there quite a bit last year. And even though I didn't get to do everything that I wanted to do, I don't know, I think I'd much rather like try and see something else. I feel like I've seen enough. Let's see. Most of what would scare me, though I am from the wilds too, so different perspectives. So yeah, my dad said that when he was in Alaska once. And was it Alaska? I think it was Alaska. And there was like a moose on the road, and he said it was like unimaginably gigantic, like enormous. I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I would I don't know. I was thinking I would love to see him, but then again, not like in the wild. Maybe like, you know how like they have like little car like drive-through zoos where the animals are roaming. I've always wanted to like see like maybe bison or something. I think that might be cool. Or I don't know. What kind of animal would I want to see in person? Like a scary animal that I would want to see in person. Maybe... I have no clue. Maybe like a wolf? Maybe a wolf? Because when you're at the zoo, like the wolves are always quite far for a reason. But like, you know, just to see like the actual scale of a wolf. Especially because I've been a dog lover my whole life. Makes sense with Ney as my genmate, huh? I've always loved dogs, so I think it'll be cool to see like the original blueprint. I think it'll be cool to see a wolf. Not like up close and like impersonal, but you know, from a safe distance. Or a bear! You know, like when you see like the people who go watch the bear from far away, and the bear is like in the river taking in the view and like catching some salmon. I think I can live as a bear in my next life. I love salmon too. And I love sleeping. I think we'll have a lot in common. Meanwhile, my parents have never seen a wild alligator and they live near a Florida swamp. Is that a good thing or a bad thing that they haven't seen the alligator? Maybe the alligator is just really good at hiding. Bison and moose, I wouldn't trust a car to keep me safe, to be honest. Right? Right? I had no idea that... Mooses? I think it's mooses, right? Or was it meese? I had no idea that they were even like that big. Like I thought it'd be pretty reasonable for them to be deer sized, but he's like, no. No. You've been on one of the safari drive-through safaris, Rick? I kind of remember going on one when I was a lot younger. I think it was just deer though. I think it was just like a Midwestern animal. And you could like feed the food out from your car. I was really young, so I don't remember too much. Or it could be like I wouldn't say like a false memory imprinted onto me, but you know when you're like watching home videos of yourself when you're really young and you're like, I kind of remember that, but you don't know if you're just making up details from watching the video. Fun fact, moose are they're megafauna? No wonder why they're so big. I'm the last living American megafauna. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, respect to moose then. You know, my respect has risen. I need the wait. Okay, alright. Respect to the moose! Much respect to the moose. If you see a deer and think that's a big deer, you're probably seeing an elk or a caribou. Wait, is there... oh, there's so many different kinds of, like, deer-looking guys. Elk. A caribou. Oh, reindeer. Is it all one guy? The reindeer or caribou is a species of deer. I've never seen one of these before either. Where do those guys live? I've never seen one of those. A deer, not deer, moose on the other hand. They're really cute though, moose. Like they look like... I don't know, they just don't look like that they should be alive. Maybe that's a ridiculous thing for me to say. They just don't look like a thing, you know? Here, look at this guy. Does he look sentient to you, or does he look like a not really like a plush, a statue? Maybe it's because his horns are fuzzy. He definitely looks like an evolved deer. Kind of crazy looking guy. There are no moose in your area, but they're very big cats. I think big cats would scare me. I'm even like nervous around the small cat. Like I'm just like, hey man, I'm not here to fight. Like put those claws away, dude. As much as they say like a dog can fuck you up, I think I'm like way more cautious around cats. Maybe it's because they seem like a little harder. I don't know, harder to read. I guess you just have to learn the animal's body language. He looks like a fuzzy rock. Like a wooden statue just decided to start growing hair. Went on a moose bus tour through the wilderness, ended up getting real close to the female. They're taller than most cars. Was it scary? Was it scary? I thought that must have been like you terrifying. It's like on one hand, as close as I want to get just to be able to like to take in the whole majesty of is such a great animal, you know, like moose or rhinoceros or lion or elephant or giraffe. You're looking at them, you're just like, oh my gosh, like what a big boy. Oh, what a big guy. Like that's insane that they could be animals that. But then again, it's also like it'll make you feel puny, right? You live your whole life thinking like, oh, you know, look at me, human, so smart. Look at me, humanoid, so smart. Look at me, we got technology and all this other stuff that gives us an advantage. But then, you know, you get face to face when it's just you and the beast, and you really get, in a way, like put in your place existentially. You weren't scared at all? You got closer than anyone else? You're so brave. You're so brave. I think for me, I do have like a bit of a fear of things that are impossible, like at least approaching them that closely. Like, you know, when you're at a zoo, you don't really get to appreciate the scale of them that well, as I'm sure you can when you're on like a car tour. It's like, I don't know. Making me feel like a puny being. I mean, at the end of the day, that's really all that I am. I may be a demon, but it's not like I possess like any amazing amount of magic or anything. And my type of demon is like among the least magical. We're probably like a C class maybe, not even. E class probably. Being scared of things bigger than you is called having a sense of self-preservation. And it wasn't really like a fear that I thought much of until I saw the Eternals. when the was that the cutscene, like the post-credit scene? Where the I think it was just at the end of the movie where the what do you call it? What were those guys' names? And well, whatever. You know when the big face showed up at the end, the big helmet, and you're just like, holy shit, holy shit. And he's just looking down, like he's peering at like an entire corner of a continent all at once. Maybe even more than that. Probably peering at like the entirety of Europe, because they were in London, right? He's just looking at like, at least all of Western Europe has saw him, and maybe half of the Atlantic Ocean. He's like, hey you, yeah, like who are you pointing at, dude? You're probably looking at like over 1 million people at once. Either way, I saw that scene. I was just like, oh god. Like if that, I don't know, maybe just like the CGI looked really good. It shook me to my core. It opened up a new fear. Especially me as a believer of extraterrestrials. Like what if they're big? There's no stopping them from being big. What if they are big? What am I gonna do then? Like, I don't want to meet you if you're big. Go back. You can't play here. You're too big for our playground. Go somewhere else. Do your cities have cultural animals? I would say where I live now, probably our cultural animal is the sewer rat. The subway rat and the city pigeon. But even if it's like an urban animal or like a wild animal, if you go to like the parks and stuff, you'll see a good array of like birds and maybe like squirrels and whatever. But regardless, urban animal or like a wild animal, like just seeing them being able to, no matter what development and no matter what development and like industrialization has thrown at them, they've managed to survive. I think that's really neat. No deer. It's too urban over here for deer. But my grandma lives kind of like, I wouldn't say the middle of nowhere, but where she lives has a lot of deer. So when we go over there for Christmas and there's like a lot of snow and stuff and you can see the deer, it's like a small forest in her backyard. So you can see like just how well the deer's camouflage work too. And you're just like, wow, look at that, nature at work. Miss Stormy, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. I guess winding down after a lovely weekend. In mine, it's a parrot. There's a giant statue of Potosino parrots. Does the parrots talk? When I lived in the tropics, one of the wild birds was called the myna bird. One myna bird in one papaya tree. If you remember from the karaoke relay. But we had the myna bird, and apparently they could talk, but actually, I don't think I've ever saw them. I don't know. I'm trying to think, did I ever see them? Or at least I thought that I saw them, and I try to talk to them, and, you know, you actually have to train. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen these guys. And I was like, I know you can talk. I know you can talk. Just say it. Just say something. But, you know. Not like they will. Here, let me show you what they look like. Here you go. That's the myna bird. A myna bird in one papaya tree. These guys don't look like they can talk. Just looking at them. Deer are the rats of my area. Oh, so you guys got hella deer, huh? Oh, deer! I bet the roadkill must be insane over there. I would say, for an urban area, I haven't seen too much roadkill. I would think that with as many like cars and like rats that are haphazardly crossing the street, or even like the birds are just like, they seem like they want to die. I haven't seen all that many roadkill out. The other day though, there was, I guess, like a really unfortunate leak. I did see like 2 rats just smushed on the road. And it was like directly on like my sidewalk route to work. Like one in the beginning of the route and one towards the end. So every time I walked past them, I always said, "Rest in peace, beautiful angel." And I moved on and I did that. I mean, I'm still doing that. One of the carcasses is gone, but I think the other one still seems to be there. It's on a busy road, so maybe they can't really take care of it. But I don't know if it's that or if it's just trash. It's too mangled to distinguish at this point. But I give it my thoughts and prayers as I pass by every single day, just in case. Oh, your parents talk? One time a parrot insulted me for free, you're just walking? That's crazy. So even like wild birds can just learn to talk? That must be nice. I would be so ecstatic if a bird was talking to me. I want to befriend a crow. I joined a subreddit where I don't know if it's just like a regular crow subreddit, but a lot of them are talking about like crows bringing them back like presents, like marbles and stuff. Like what? You could be friends with crows? I know that they were smart, but like to actually form a relationship with a wild one, like I think it's different, a wild animal and like a pet. I guess it's like a squirrel that comes back to your house and takes your nuts, but I don't know if a squirrel's gonna come back with like, "Hey, look, I found the marble," or "I found a quarter," or "Look at this really smooth stone." A crow would do that. Wouldn't that be nice? I tell it what money looks like. The parrots in my area are colorful with bright colors, yellow and green. That must be so pretty. I was really shocked. I think in Florida it was the same. They had a lot of green parrots and a lot of green iguanas. And a lot of green grass. And a lot of green trees. There's a lot of green in Florida. I thought I'd be seeing a little bit more oranges. I don't think I've seen a single orange tree while I was there, actually. But then again, we were in Miami. I don't know. I don't really remember much about it though. I remember this. Is it called Star Island? We drove past there and it was like, wow, really big houses in the middle of nowhere. Well, not middle of nowhere, but like, you know, across the long bridge. I thought that was intriguing. And then I remember there was a lot of bars. It kind of reminded me of Waikiki Beach, to be honest. I think personally I prefer Waikiki Beach myself, because at least every Friday you get fireworks. But then again, I wasn't in Miami long enough, so maybe they have their own Aloha Fridays. They used to have a song that played on the radio in Hawaii too, every Friday. So every Friday you'll have Aloha Friday, and there'd be fireworks at the beach. I think sanctioned by the city. Probably. I think maybe for the tourists. I don't know who it's for, but every Friday they did have the fireworks. And then on the radio they had a song called "It's Aloha Friday, no school till Monday. A doobie doo, a doobie doo, a doobie." Or maybe it was no work till Monday. Maybe because I was in school, we said school. But they said, yeah, that played every Friday. I remember sitting on the school bus listening to it. Like, oh yeah, it is Friday, huh? Waikiki is tough to beat in terms of touristy beaches. It is really touristy. Always packed. I'll tell you that. But they did have nice fireworks. If you could get a seat, it's a nice time. Very nice time. I've seen dead deer build up along so there was a lot of... It's a shame, you can't really do much with it, huh? You can't eat it after if it's roadkill. Have you guys ever had deer before? I've had it once, but I found it a little bit... I never understood what gamey meant until I had deer. And I think maybe because I never had goat. Is it goat or is it lamb? Maybe it was lamb that I had. I didn't have it until after I had deer, and I tasted like that same sort of flavor. I was like, ah. But then again, it was like university cafeteria lamb. Maybe that could have been it. But I tried it. I was like, I don't know. Kind of reminds me of the deer that I had. Then I didn't quite like it. I don't think I've had any more food that's like gamey like that. At least when it comes to land animals. I think a license is required to take roadkill deer. Oh, I see. Oh, so I guess like maybe somebody who's knowledgeable enough to be like, oh, this is safe to eat? Question mark? Question mark? It seems like a waste to just let them pile up on the road. Like at least like maybe their sacrifice could be used for something. But then again, I guess you can't call like a licensed professional anytime like, you know, an accident like that happens. One day I ate an armadillo that was passing in front of my house. Ooh. Armadillo. I don't know if I could do armadillo. I don't even like want to look at an armadillo. No offense to armadillos, but I guess it's because like, you know, they're just so naked. And they got like a little stubble and you're just like, what the heck is it? I don't think I can eat one of those. You would have to really hide the fact that it was an armadillo. Oh, foxes and cats eat them! Okay, at least the deer aren't going to waste then. Somebody gets to eat them. They must be feasting really well. I know, right? To have a pile of deer carcasses seems like it must be... But then again, if deers are like the rats, then they must be everywhere. I don't think wherever I lived has had to deal with too much roadkill. I think like sometimes, like before I moved to the city, you would have maybe like raccoon or like a skunk. Yeah, like that kind of stuff, but it would be like, well, you would have like a deer every once in a while too, but it's like, you wouldn't have like a pile, you know? Maybe like every couple of miles you might be like, oh no, rest in peace, but I wouldn't say like if you're driving like, I don't know, like 40 miles or something, you're not gonna see more than 4 or 5. And that's like on a bad day. I would say like maybe like 2 or 3. But then again, I guess it also depends on the road. Because now that I think about it, it would be on a road that was usually like windy or curvy or dark. Why are we talking about roadkill? Rest in peace, beautiful angels. I'm sorry, roadkill. Fly high. How about we turn our attention to other matters, such as my birthday coming up this weekend. You know, I was just thinking about the other day, like how we were talking about earlier, how birthdays, when you get older, it just feels like sometimes just like another day. Wait, let's take a look at the poll. It seems like majority of you still think about the present. And then after that will be the past. It seems like it's really uncommon to think about the future for the birthday then. That's good. It makes me feel a little bit less abnormal. Because it seems logical to think about the future on your birthday. Right? Like, oh, because it's like the new year. In the new year, you're thinking about the future. Maybe it's because my birthday is so right after the new year that I'm not really thinking about the future. Like, you know, I'm a February girly. I'm an amethyst birthstone girl. So, yeah. Yeah. So, what was I saying? I made myself lose my train of thought. Yeah. It's because my birthday is in February. Naturally, like barely like 60 days after, not even like barely like 50 days after the new year. I'm already thinking about the future, so of course I'm gonna think about the past, I guess. Speaking of thinking about the past, like, when you were a kid, did you love to throw a birthday party? Did you have like really... What was like the best birthday party you had growing up? Me and my brother were born like pretty close to each other, like within the same month. Not within the same month, but like within a month, like within 31 days. And so early on, like our birthdays were always combined, right? So I remember like one of the first times that we were able to have our own birthday, which is crazy. We're 2 years apart, but it's like we had to share birthday, like we're twins or something. We were quite close growing up, but on my like one of the first birthday parties I could host as like myself was, I think it was like 5th grade or 6th grade birthday party. I got to like invite all of my friends, and it felt like worlds colliding too, because they lived in different like corners of our neighborhood. But and, like some of them went to different schools and stuff. But I invited 3 of my best friends over, and we had a tea party, and we told scary stories at night, and we like talked about anime. And it was the best birthday party ever. We had like a cute little invitations, and like my grandma was over, and like she helped set up the tea party, and we got like little sugar cubes, and we made finger sandwiches. It was a lot of fun. It was so cute, and it's like one of my favorite birthday parties that I've ever had, because we had a theme. And then like growing up after, I think after that I started going to like anime conventions and stuff. So my birthdays would usually fall around the same time that we would be doing like I guess like close enough to the anime convention, to the point that the anime con sort of became my birthday celebration. And yeah, I just didn't really have like a birthday party. I think that was like my last themed birthday, doing the tea party. I mean, there wasn't really a theme, but it made me think. It made me think that this year, this weekend, I want to have a themed party for my birthday. I really do. Let's bring that back. Like, you know, like a Ninja Turtle. People will have Ninja Turtle birthdays, or like, I don't know. But I've already decided on my theme. I want to do like an underwater. I'm gonna go under the sea for my birthday this weekend. Let's have an underwater themed birthday party. Like I miss like you get the themed balloons, and like the plates, and like the birthday hats, and the party favors and stuff. What theme? Underwater. Let's do like just general aquatic underwater theme. So you better show up with your blue emojis, okay? During the birthday. We're gonna have our birthday countdown on Friday, February 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern until midnight Eastern. That should be what? 5 p.m. Pacific to 9 p.m. Pacific. And then on Saturday, we're gonna have our actual birthday party at 11 a.m. And I've heard rumblings of an after party on Saturday as well, Saturday night. So we'll see. We'll see. I went to one of those birthday or those party places with the tubes and the arcade games. Oh, like the McDonald's like play place, you know what I mean? But with like arcade, where they have like slides and stuff. Oh, dude, I used to love the McDonald's little playground as a kid. There's nothing that like hits the dopamine reactors than just like crawling your way through tubes and like, you know, getting like, what is it, like plastic burn because you're crawling so fast on your knee. It's the most uncomfortable thing, but at the same time, like it's so satisfying to feel like a little hamster, you know? I love that. And then you're looking out through like the little peephole too. Oh god, can they make a tube playground for adults? Because especially we know how to keep it clean. We know about like germ spreading and stuff. Can we have one but for like bigger folks, taller folks than children. And then we can make it a lot more crazy because it's like we understand safety better. We need an adult tube, but I want adult tubes. The only birthday party I remember was when we had a laser tag guy come up and we played laser tag in the woods. I didn't even know you could do that. You know, I've always hated laser tag at the laser tag place because it gets so hot in there. Maybe I'm a tryharder, but every time I've only done laser tag like maybe 3 or 4 times, but I haven't done it that much because it gets so hot. It's so hot. I'm just like, I don't want to come out of this being like all sweaty, stinky, but I also want to win. Doing it in the woods sounds so good. I remember like kids used to play manhunt in the woods, but my parents wouldn't let me play outside like after the lights went off, or not after, like when the after the lights turned on, like after the street lights turned on because it was too dark. But they would get like Nerf guns and flashlights and they'll play manhunt in the woods, and I was like, I want to play so bad. It looks like so much fun. I don't know why, because my neighborhood was relatively safe. I don't know why they didn't let us play outside. Just need a bunch of merch you could plausibly theme it to. Oh, like a VTuber themed birthday party. I think if I were to have an IRL birthday party, I would definitely want to give a crack at like a tea party one again. Maybe like a princess themed. You know, especially with like grown-up money, you could kind of not splurge on like dishes and stuff, but you could get like the little nicer, the plastic chalices and things. I would love to do like a medieval princess birthday party, because you know how the tall, pointy medieval hats look like they look like a birthday hat, so I think it kind of fits. But this year, with you guys, we're gonna go underwater. Like fun coral and mermaid underwater, or like definitely not like scary deep dark viperfish like the, what is it, like the anglerfish from Finding Nemo. No, I think we'll go with the I remember like those like a Windows XP kind of vibes, the underwater like aquarium type. I'm gonna go for that. I don't know exactly like how to explain it. They had an aquarium on Gaia Online too, didn't they? Gaia aquarium. I mean, it's not quite that aquarium. Fish Tycoon. Whatever, this is close. Look up a Windows XP aquarium. Yes, yes, exactly it. Yes. They had an aquarium screensaver. I mean, this is a little bit more high def than what I'm looking for, but oops, let me save this picture. Oh, okay, maybe that's not the picture to be saved. Let me save this picture. Oh, it's a WebP file, that's why. Can I just put .png at the end? And then save it as all files? It didn't work. WebP files? Hello? Hello, Mr. WebP files? Okay, well, whatever. If you look up Windows XP Aquarium, something like that is gonna show up. But like old clip art and like aquatic theme, you know. Since I think about the past for the birthday, I think I want to go for something that feels very like nostalgic old internet. And I hope that we can look back on those good times together during my birthday this weekend. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil anything, but I think we'll have a fun time. I think so. We're gonna kind of keep with like an underwater nostalgic theme. That's all I can give. That's all the. I feel like I've said too much. That's all the hints that I'm gonna give. We'll play games, we'll chat, and we'll have an after party. More like a Chuck E. Cheese. I've been to those too. I've never seen a Chuck E. Well, actually, no. I guess I've seen it in videos where they have like the under. What was I saying? They have the tubes, but I don't think I've really seen I don't think I've been to Chuck E. Cheese with the tubes. I think the ones that I have are only arcades and pizza. I need to drink water. Oh, much better. Sorry. I think I said something in a way that just really scratched my throat uncomfortably. You could probably rewind and pinpoint to exact moment. The old rope course, weird 2 play places were cool as well. Yes! Yes! They need to make an adult play place. I mean, maybe they don't trust adults to be appropriate in there. Don't worry. Just make a sign like a waiver, like a contract or something, and we'll behave. I promise. I promise. I just wanna pretend I'm a hamster and crawl through tubes, please. Kids don't appreciate what they have. Just give it to us, please. The most fun thing in my city was a pool hall that already closed. No. Oh, they opened up the first KFC. Okay, you know, since it's the first KFC in your city, I mean, I'm sure maybe you've had KFC before, but I would suggest if you get like the French fries, dip it in the gravy. Make sure you get like a meal where you get French fries and the gravy. When you dip the French fries in the gravy, delicious, delicious. And don't be like Eric Cartman and snort the KFC skin. Every time I get KFC, I watch that. I watch like the episode where he meets the Colonel or he becomes the Colonel or something. The South Park episode. Like any kind of South Park episode that's KFC related. Is it just that one? Is it the same as the medical marijuana one? How do they sell French fries? Does KFC not have French fries? Like wedges? They don't have potato wedges? Oh no. It must be a regional difference. Oh my gosh. Wait, you get... I don't think we have ice cream at our KFC. At least I've never seen it. Oh, it must be a real regional difference for our KFCs then. What? They don't have potato wedges? You like get fried chicken and potato wedges. That's like the classic combo. Well, yeah, at least have the mashed potatoes, right? At least. It's okay. You probably have some pretty good stuff at your KFC. Their fries are good. But you know, if you have a Popeyes, and you dip their fries in their gravy, ooh wee, that might be a better pick. Ice cream at your KFC. Do they have like any cool flavors, or is it just like the regular vanilla and stuff? I would say, at least I've never seen ice cream at KFC. I think it's just the usual. Hey, get your chicken here, your fries, your mashed potatoes. They have like the famous. Was it the famous bowl? The famous bowl where they have like you put everything in one bowl, and then you can even get like corn, and they're just like, oh, just throw everything in there and to get everything in one bowl. I don't like my food touching, so I never. So I never ordered that. Ah, vanilla. You know, I think I think that sounds like an elite combo, the more that I think about it. Vanilla ice cream after eating some fried chicken sounds like thebomb.com. It sounds like a delicious elite combo. Because you want to have something like really sweet and I guess like a little bit cold, like a soft serve ice cream, especially after having something like fried and heavy. I always go for ice cream after I eat like, yeah, maybe like fried chicken or like K-barbecue or hot pot or something. You're just like, you know what? I need something creamy and I need something milky. Stat. So I'll get like a boba or ice cream. I feel like a newbie when it comes to popular stars. Hey, no worries. That means that there's a lot to discover. You have a lot of cool things to look forward to. To be honest, well, I don't know. How would you rate your first KFC then? How would you rate it? I would say, when it comes to like any other fast food chains, you can keep the same level of expectation across the board. Is fast food as delicious as like a restaurant or like home cooked meal? I would say it depends on what you're craving. Like sometimes I'm like, you know what? I want like a real authentic like drippy troopy taco. Other times, hey, give me a Taco Bell. Like it's not the best, but like, you know, you kind of want that like shitty flavor. That shitty, it's different. It's different. We'll go nicer. It's different. A wait in line of 2 hours? Everybody must have been so excited for the KFC. That's good for them. They had a really good grand opening. I would say maybe the hype will die down once like the novelty has worn off. But enjoy it while it lasts, because at a certain point you're gonna be like, I don't think I want this anymore. And then soon the craving is gonna come back. You know, in school, they used to indoctrinate us with the Super Size Me documentary. That movie made me hold off of McDonald's for like a good, I don't know, like maybe 4 years or something. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know how it did that to me, but I was like, you know, maybe I don't want to eat McDonald's anymore. I think they like slowly started introducing it back. But once it came back in my life full force, just like, man, why did I ever stop? Like sometimes I don't want like a delicious juicy artisan burger. Give me like a flat dry patty with those crispy piping hot McD's fries, and like they're, I don't know, it's yeah, sometimes you just need something cheap and nasty. It's like nasty delicious. The cheapness makes it good. Like sometimes I don't want baked mac and cheese. I want like Kraft mac and cheese. Maybe I want like the ones with the little SpongeBob shapes that I can throw into the microwave for a minute and a half. Oh, the KFC wasn't cheap? Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. I've heard like a lot of the fast food places where like they bumped up their prices so that way they could do more deals. Like the free fries Fridays for McDonald's. I took advantage of that every Friday, but it's like they're counting on you to buy their stuff on a certain day. So they're like, you know what? We'll just make everything else at regular price higher. So then you're paying for normal price at the discount. Or something. Or maybe it's just a theory. A conspiracy theory. I haven't ate McDonald's in Super Size Me either. You just validated years of my life. I'm not crazy. It's a valiant effort to try and swear off of McDonald's. I think nowadays it's a lot easier. When I was in college, it was just like, that's when I relapsed. Because they had really good deals going on the McDonald's app, and I lived right next to McD's. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to it. And when I had it, it was so good. It was so good. But nowadays, it's like, it's expensive again. It's like, why would I eat McD's when I just eat like at a local mom and pop shop and it comes out cheaper? It costs $30? That sounds about right. I mean, but then again, it depends for how many people. I would say $30 for one person is kind of like crazy. A 30 for two, I could see that happening. That's insane. It's like fast food should be... I mean, I guess it's still fast, but I thought it should be, like, cheap. My first KFC was expensive and it took a long time, too! Aw, man. Probably because of the line, huh? That's why I felt eating at the Cheesecake Factory in Waikiki Beach. It always had like a wait of like 2 or 3 hours. Even like you have to put your name down and then go shopping or something. And then when we finally moved out of there, we went to a Cheesecake Factory and there is no line. I was like, wow, we got really lucky. And when we went back next time, it was every single time after there was no line. And then you kind of realize like, why is there a line for like a place that's like it's good, but it's like mediocre good, you know? It's not it's not like 3-hour wait worthy. I will tell you, Cheesecake Factory, I haven't had this breakfast in a while, but on Sundays they do like a brunch and they had a what do you call it? Creme brulee French toast. And we had that so many times. I haven't had it since. But I thought that was like the greatest breakfast of all time. Maybe I should go to Cheesecake Factory. I need to see if this is still good. It's lived up into like this impossible standard in my head. And now I'm thinking like, was it really that good? Could it have really been that good? I don't know. Honestly, I tried to eat McDonald's once since I had a couple of friends' fries, but I felt sick. Oh, your body is rejecting the McDonald's. You know, but we do not. For me, I think like, because McDonald's was still something that was like convenient for my family to eat, so I was thinking, I think I got like the fries and like chicken nuggets for quite a bit. And then once college hit, I was like, you know what? I'll have a McDonald's again. But I was eating kids' meals, I would say... Yeah, I was eating kids' meals until like for a long time. I was way past the age for me to stop eating kids' meals. Now my appetite's quite a little bit bigger than that, but before I would just be like, nah, just give me a kid's meal, man. I want the toy anyway. At least now I could say a KFC. I don't know if it's good to brag. I think it's a good common experience. That's one cool thing. Maybe you could say about like franchises and stuff. Like if you go around the world, right? And you try a McDonald's everywhere around the world, you can see like the cultural... Like everybody knows a McDonald's. That's like, in a way, that's like a cultural touchstone of the worldly experience. For most places. Not all places, right? But for most places that would have a McDonald's, be like, hey... so you know Ronald McDonald. What do you think about Ronald McDonald? What do you think about the McDonald's french fries? Or something. Hasn't the world gotten so much smaller? Isn't that crazy? Imagine telling somebody like 300 years ago, oh yeah, the McDonald's. It's a worldwide eating establishment. They're like, what? One restaurant all around the world? That's crazy. I feel like if I went to a big city, I would look really stupid seeing a 4-5 building and taking photos. Not at all! Not at all. You know, I think one of the most romantic things that tourism can show a local is how, like, the daily views that you take for granted, you know? Like, for example, here in New York, we have this one... Actually, we have a couple of train lines that go across the bridge, right? So as you're going from Manhattan to Brooklyn or Brooklyn to Manhattan, and you're on the train line for... You're on this track for, let's say, like 30, 45 seconds, and you're just seeing yourself, like, going across the East River, and you just see, like, all of the buildings just coming into view on both sides, downtown Brooklyn and, like, the downtown Manhattan. And especially if you're riding it during rush hour, and, you know, you're seeing the sun starting to set, and you see, like, the lights starting to twinkle off of the buildings, and it's like stars coming into view. It's so... I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm still new here, but I'm just like, it's a view that you can never get tired of. And you see, like, people who are visiting and, like, locals alike just taking a moment to get off their phone, because everybody's on their phone on the subway. You take a moment to put your phone down and just enjoy the view, you know? Just enjoy what's in front of you. It's a nice moment that just kind of, like, grounds everybody all at once. Just like, wow, at least for me too. It's just kind of like, wow, I'm really, like, living the life of my dreams. It makes me feel really appreciative and grateful of where the wind has decided to take me. You still use your horses here? Oh, so it must be really rural then. We're living, like, completely opposite lives, huh? But I think that must be, like, a kind thing, because but then again, I feel like that there must be such a huge sense of community in an area like that? Question mark? I've never lived in a place like that, so I wouldn't know. But at the same time, I was just thinking about, like, my neighborhood too. I think because my neighborhood is, like, very, I'll say generational. You have families that have been here for a long time, and it seems like everybody here cares about their neighbor. But I would say, like, when I was living in the suburbs, it wasn't quite like that. You have people coming and going constantly. I wouldn't say that there was distrust with each other, but there wasn't, like, an inherent trust like you would see in a neighborhood like probably the one that I live in now. It seems like everybody here looks out for each other. Everybody here, like, vets each other. It's like a welcoming neighborhood. If you decide to put yourself out there and contribute, like, it's not like you're going to be rejected from contributing. For like, when I was in the suburbs, it was quite different because there wasn't, like... I don't think that there was, like, much of an initiative to have that sort of same neighborly love. I think, like, most people go into the suburbs because they want to have their space from their neighbors. I always thought, like, I don't know, not that... like, camping, I think, or I guess maybe even just living somewhere rural, or, like, for a little bit, a couple weeks or something. It must be, like, a really, like... I wouldn't say fun experience, but maybe like eye-opening experience, like a challenge. Because I don't think that I've really had like a lot of time outdoors. I think, like I said, I grew up very sheltered. I was a computer girl, always online. My dad had to set like time limits. I hated that my dad was tech savvy growing up. He set like time limits on our computer, and we had like parental block and everything. We were so, but you know, so we had to play outside quite a bit. But I never was like get my hands dirty kind of girl. If I played outside, I was usually bringing like my DS outside and would be playing Pokemon on the bench or something. But I feel like, I don't know, I do want to give it a shot, like seeing how well I can do, just stripping myself away from distractions and I guess becoming one with the real world a little bit more. It does feel like there's a lot of noise. But then again, at this point, I think I'm quite used to it. Han, welcome, welcome! I hope you're having a lovely weekend so far. My university classes are interesting, from feeding cows and goats like chickens and cutting wood. We also grow crops and learn everyday things like using different types of wood. Oh, that's so cool! That's so cool. I usually would have to go to like a museum to learn about different types of wood. Like we learned how to start a fire at a cultural center, at like a cultural, like living cultural museum, and they're like, oh, this is how you can start a fire. If there was like a skill for like survival or like a, I don't know, it was like apocalypse coming or something, the meteorite strikes. I think it'll be obvious who's gonna survive. Oh, you study engineering? Oh, that's interesting. I took engineering classes when I was in high school, but the engineering that we learned was like soldering, like electrical engineering and like computer programming and digital, was it digital engineering? Where you like gotta connect like the, what was it? The little things that look like D's, and like some of them have like a crescent D, and then some of them have like a straight line D, and they connect the lines. The digital engineering. Okay, just I don't even know what to look up for like the D thing. Yeah, something like that. That's interesting. But I guess at the end of the day, the principles are the same thing. I think that if I grew up in an environment where I got to be like really hands-on with stuff, I think I would enjoy it. I guess you could say that I would enjoy it in this life too, but I probably am like too scared to step out of my comfort zone to actually give it a shot and like get my hands dirty and stuff. But then again, if the opportunity were to arise and I didn't have like anything really stopping me from it, then I think I would want to give it a shot. I think I wouldn't mind. I think because I like, okay, I know it's gonna sound like such a stupid reasoning, but like, you know, growing crops in Minecraft, and like I was watching this video on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and they're talking about like how monotonous like blacksmithing is in the game because it's so realistic, and I thought that seems nice. It seems nice to like, I don't know, just get in the zone for something like that, you know what I mean? Just really just get into the flow state of blacksmithing or like wood chopping or taking care of your animals. Maybe that's what the human mind yearns for, the human soul. Community and connection. Maybe I should volunteer. Maybe that's what I got. Maybe I should volunteer and do something. One day I was scolded for eating the Argonomus project. Blame a cow because it had also happened before that cows ate the shields. Do you know that cucumbers look like mini watermelons? Really? And they're very sweet? Oh, you know, I just ate a whole bowl of cucumber salad. And it was cucumbers and rice vinegar and the sesame oil and a buttload of garlic, and it was so good. It was so good. I wish I had more cucumbers. I want to make more. I love cucumber salad. I love it. There's just something magical about like sesame oil and garlic just drenched over some cucumbers. They're basically you know what? You just changed my outlook. Now that you mention it, you know, the other day I was thinking like, isn't like a cucumber just like a green watermelon? Like like you said, the shape is similar. Now that you mention it, because when you cut them open, they kind of have like the same like fleshy sort of texture on the inside, and then their seeds look the same. It's like when I learned that, like, aren't grapes berries? Grapes berries. Aren't grapes berries? Tomatoes are berries too? I used to hate tomatoes as a kid, but now I really like me a tomato. Yeah, cucumber is just like a really wet version of I don't know. Cucumber tastes too different. To me, cucumber doesn't really have... But then again, probably just because I had cucumber drenched in garlic. You can also sell the students' crops to the university, and the university sells them to factories. Oh, that's so neat. That's really nice that they have a program like that. It's a way to pay for the college. It's such a nice ecosystem to have set up. Purpose is helping each other. Not this pillow talk actually doing its job. It's making me tired. It's always like such a nice way to relax talking to you guys. Makes me so relaxed. I'm so excited to celebrate my birthday with y'all this weekend. Which reminds me, I gotta put out my schedule. I've been on weekend mode with my parents here, but they left this morning. So tomorrow I gotta work. Like I said, I owe some things to Lucille. Even if it's a day off from the Demon HQ, it's not a day off from Lucille's daily guidance. I have to prepare. And I also have to plan for the birthday party. I get excited. Maybe... Oh, what should I do? What should I do? We're gonna have an underwater themed birthday party. Gotta make the schedule. But on Friday night, we'll have our birthday countdown, where we'll be playing some games that are related to the theme of our birthday party. And then on Saturday morning, we're gonna have our birthday party celebration. We're gonna have a very big birthday celebration. And on Saturday night, we're gonna have our birthday after party. Members only after party. So either get your memberships before then, or maybe if you're lucky, we'll have some very generous boomers gifting out memberships on Saturday during the party, so you can get your tickets to the after party. Woo! I hope you're looking forward to it. This is kind of like the last leg of my big start of the year. You know, we started the year off with the Venus anniversary, and then after that we had the Valentine's Day event yesterday, and now we have our birthday party coming up. I feel like ever since Bond joined, it's been like, we've been doing really good at like keeping up a lot of exciting stuff here at Lucid. I hope that you guys have seen our effort. I'm sure you have. How did you guys enjoy the last karaoke relay? Wasn't it so good? Wasn't it so good? I'm so excited that it's becoming a regular thing. I hope that the next one aligns with the good timing for me, so we could participate in it. But we'll see. We'll see. I was a little bit too busy to participate in the last one. I was like, I gotta make sure my immortal's perfect. I had a lot of fun doing that one too. Oh man. Wait. Let me bring up where is she? Ta-da! Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. I hope you guys had a lot of fun with that one. When I came up with the idea, I was so excited. I couldn't wait. And staff was so excited. They're like, oh, it's gonna be so good. Too bad. Too bad I'm like not good at voice acting though. Like I was thinking like, should I do voice mods so I could do different voices and things? But I thought it was gonna be like too much work, too many moving pieces, too incomprehensible. So I'm glad that at least this one was able to get the job done. It's too Boomi! How many Boomies do you think we could put on? Let's get as many Boomies on screen to celebrate my upcoming birthday. Can do Boomi popcorn. Oh, we're gonna put Boomi pop. Oh. Okay, we'll put Boomi popcorn over there here. And last but not least, I have one more Boomi. Look at all the Boomies! But is this a dream come true or what? Here, let me move all of my... Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Get off of there! Get off of there! Don't talk to me or my son ever again! Popcorn for me! Hope you're like using her. I love it! I told you we'll have a good purpose for it. I want to do another movie night, but I'm worried about the frames, so I'm gonna have to try and find out if we can fix that, or maybe it'll just be a consequence of the movie nights on my end. But I do want to do another one. I wanted to watch. My dad told me to watch the Goodfellas. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll do that for the next movie night. Maybe we'll watch Goodfellas. He told me to watch Goodfellas and then like go see, or it was like a podcast or something about like mafia history in New York City, so that way I can go to like the places. Because he knows I like doing that. Now the cartoon one, which one? The South Park one or the popcorn? Popcorn one, I drew it, and then that is very kindly rigged it. Ow. 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 Look, popcorn one, isn't it so cute? Ain't it so cute? Have you listened to podcasts where they basically recap and lovingly rag on a movie or show? You know, let's see, what I've seen kind of... I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to think like, have I watched any like that? But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel like you'll be great talking about Marvel/internet stuff that interests you. You think so? You think so? I do want to incorporate like a bit more structure into some of my streams. I think like my quote-unquote deep dives are sort of that in a way. But I think I also get carried away with the whole like, let me teach you about the history. Rather than just like yapping and recapping. Let me see, what kind of stream do I have? If you like that kind of stuff, I definitely should do a Marvel one. I think that would be fun. But at the same time, I do feel a little bit like daunted by the idea of either watching the movies again, or maybe I should do it with like the shows coming out. My dad told me the Spider-Man one, he said he's having fun with it. I haven't seen the new Captain America yet. I don't know when I'm gonna see it. It's not like a huge priority for me. I haven't even cared about spoilers. Isn't that sad? And Fantastic Four, I think, is the next one I'm looking forward to. But yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should dedicate like a segment of like when we do our regular Boomer Summit chattings, when we're in like the little radio room. Maybe I'll do a segment for like something that I've been watching that week, and we could talk about it. Hopefully, I won't be doing my workout. I hope my current stream schedule hasn't been too like inconvenient. Fridays 8 Eastern, Saturdays 11 Eastern AM. Fuck. Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. I had to do the math. At the same time, it does feel like, I don't know, we see each other so fast, right? We see each other Friday night, then Saturday morning, and then we're done! And I'm just like, oh, that's it! I don't know. After my birthday, or maybe starting in March, should I do Friday and Sunday? I wonder if I should... I don't know, maybe I should do a poll? Are you guys okay with how we have it right now? It does feel kind of fast when we wrap up. I'm like, oh, we're already done. I wouldn't mind doing a Friday night and then Sunday. So then we'll have more to be like, hey, what did you do this weekend? How's your weekend? I don't know. Maybe I'll do a poll. Maybe I'll see how the birthday goes, and then I'll see like after if I want to change it. Not that again. I think like by the summertime, I should be okay to like go back to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's just during the spring, you know? Spring is like work ramping up. Lots of demon duties to be taken care of. They're not letting me free. They're like, Boomi, no, you have a pact that you must adhere to. You have to adhere to the pact. Come on. Read the fine print next time. I did try to start making playlists for my streams. I haven't done a good job at like repopulating them again, but I would say if you enjoy to hear me yap, maybe check out the Boomer Summits. But I guess this is part of the Boomer Summit, huh? I think I should make like a new Zatsudan one. Probably should. But the Boomer Summit should have some deep dives. Even though I'm hesitant to call them a deep dive, I think I should probably just call it like I want to call it down the rabbit hole, but I think that's taken, isn't it? I'll come up with something. Cause you know what I hate? I hate like when I'm like watching a YouTube video and they say, oh, I'm gonna do a deep dive on it, and you're like, yes, like I'm a nut for this topic, like I want to see like how deep they go, and they just surface level, right? I know that's exactly what I'm doing. But deep dives, I feel, or at least I thought, would just do well by the algorithm. So I don't know. It feels a little naughty of me to call it a deep dive when I'm just like, I think this hole goes deeper. I think I could dive a lot deeper than this. So maybe I should just call it like slipping down the rabbit hole or something. I don't know if you noticed, I changed the SNL one recently. I think it used to be called like live from my bedroom. I changed it. I was just like falling down the SNL rabbit hole. Because the more that I learn about it too, I'm just like, dude, I really know nothing. I know nothing. I don't deserve to call it a deep dive. Or maybe I'm just being too strict. I'm glad for whatever time we have. Life is busy. You guys are so sweet and understanding. Life is busy. I demand a movement towards the 4-day work week or a 6-hour. Yeah, I'd be happy with a 6-hour work day. I always thought, like, you know, when you're in school and you're just like, oh, you know, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. I could probably handle a 9 to 5. 9 to 5 wouldn't be bad. That's like the same thing. I don't know. Sometimes a 9 to 5 just like, brother. If I could get out just a couple hours earlier. Shit, I take 3 p.m. Let me out at 3. I'd be so happy. That's like 2 extra hours that I have with my day. I feel like getting out, because especially I like to stay a little late. I usually get out of work at like 6, maybe. like 5:45, 6 o'clock. Get home, it's already 7. And I'm just like, man, I try to be in bed by 10. 3 hours doesn't feel like enough to like shower, eat dinner, and I don't know, just prepare for the next day while also relaxing and like trying to get your stuff done for the week. I think I could probably do a little bit better managing my time on the weekends. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because after work every day I'm just like, oh, I'm so tired, so I don't really do anything. Unless if it's like, you know, a meeting day, like for Lucid. That's usually like my Wednesdays and Thursdays. I would be doing something. I look forward to Friday streams though, because I know that I have the weekend ahead of me too. And then like streaming in the morning is nice, but then usually after I'm done streaming, I'm like, this is the time for me to unwind. So almost every day becomes kind of an unwind day. I think I could probably block my time a little bit more wisely, especially on the weekends. Especially on the weekends. I get so distracted too. I'll be like, I don't know, chasing like threads for 5 or 6 different tasks. And then before I know it, I only got like a quarter of things done for like 5 different, which is like okay, but you know, I want to get one thing done instead of like making steps on like different stuff. And then as I'm doing like different things, I'm like uncovering more tasks that I need to do. I'm like, this is not good for my focus. It doesn't feel very productive. I think I just gotta relook at my routine. A deep dive in the shallow end. I love that actually. Especially because I don't know how to swim. I don't know how to swim, so I only go into the shallow end of the pool. I have to work early and it makes it feel like I don't have time to work like, oh, so even like that, it's like the like kind of like grass is always greener. And then thankfully my work is like kind of nice for the time that we come in, so I can get in there at like a 9:30. Sometimes people come into work at like 10:30, but usually if they do, they stay late. I always think like, I don't know, I always think like, you know, maybe if we could shave a couple hours off the day, especially like at work. Sometimes, you know, you always hear people saying like, oh, I spend like a lot of time doing nothing, or like just doing busy work, or making myself look busy. Like, would shaving a couple hours, or even just the whole day off, like, would it be really that bad? I don't know what I would prefer though. I think I would prefer 2 hours cut off from every day instead of having a whole Friday off. Personally, I think I would like to have more time when I come home. Cause I think maybe it could just be me like over glorifying high school, but I don't know. I feel like I was the smartest at that time. Like I was writing essays like crazy, you know. I was in like all the AP classes where you had to do the writing because I wasn't really good at math, so I didn't do like AP sciences or anything. AP is like the advanced placement classes, and at the end of the year you have to write like a hella essays. So basically during the whole school year you're grinding your essay writing skills from your teacher. So they're like, oh, you're writing like an essay for this one, and this one, and that'll be like your homework for like a night or two, or like every other day. You're writing hella essays. And yeah, and on top of that I was doing like anime club, which is basically like one big boomer summit every week. I did like a boomer summit in front of anime club, and then I was just like, okay, cool, like let's watch an anime or like play games or something like that. And it felt like I had such balance back then. I don't know if it's because we got out of school at like 2 o'clock, or if it's because I just had a better routine, or if because like the work I thought was easier, or maybe I just had better discipline. Now it feels like I wouldn't say barely have time to breathe, but it just feels like no matter how much I relax, it just doesn't feel like it's enough. I did hear about there's 7 different types of rests. So if like one type of rest is not working for you, like maybe you're not resting well in other areas, but I haven't felt energized enough to look into it. routine and there's the structure in the routine. You know? That must mean the answer is clear. I have to hold myself accountable to my routine on the weekends. Which is exactly what I didn't want to hear. I understand you. I don't know anything either, and I live where there are many rivers and lakes. Always makes excuses not to go with my friends. I think they're starting to get suspicious. And like the rivers and lakes, it's dangerous too. Like if you don't take like proper precaution. Like for me, when I went swimming with my friends, we had like a community pool. So there's like one time in the summer when I went to the pool like almost every single day. But we always stayed on like the shallow end, and you know, it wasn't like we were diving or anything. It was always really really like calm and relaxed. And if you're like swimming out in the ocean or something, I feel like it's a completely different story. Even like when we went close to the beach, we went to the pools instead of the beach. And we go through life having things structured for us, then we get thrown into the world without actually having been taught how to schedule on our own. You learn or you don't. That's so true! That's so true. And I thought like having like going to work every day would be beneficial. I think in a way it is. Like, I don't know, but at the same time, I like to get like my personal work done like at work too, or like even like stuff for streams. Like it feels like you're at the library. I don't know, maybe I should go to like a library or something. Because even when I was in uni, like going to the library, I was so productive like getting my work done versus like if I was trying to do homework at home, because just the ambiance, being surrounded by other people who are literally doing the same thing as you, like trying to get their work done, get their shit together, it was very motivating to me, and it was really easy for me to lock in. But if I am at home, I don't know, I can't really lock in. Which kind of sucks as a streamer, because it's like everything is on this PC. Maybe I need to make like an environment in my room, like a lock-in time. Like make a routine on Alexa, it's time to lock in, and she'll be like, all right, Boomi, let's lock in. And I don't know, maybe she'll change my light color or something. Jarvis, it's time to lock in. And like sometimes a lot of people are working in VC and stuff, but I can't really do that either, because it's like, even when I'm studying with my friends, I have to like lock in alone. I get really distracted by like other people too. Or like, I don't know, like if other people are chattering amongst themselves and stuff, I'm just like, no, I'm locked in, I'm in the zone, I gotta deafen. And if I have to deafen, it's just sort of like, should I have even joined? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's something I should try one of these days. I'm sure that no, I'm just not even I'm sure. I know that the other lucid talents aren't gonna mind that I like deafen. But I kind of worry that I'm just gonna be deafened the entire time. And it'll just seem like why is here? Either way, I'm gonna have to lock in this week to plan for my birthday party, which I hope that you can attend this Friday, or this Saturday. Sorry, our countdown. We're having a countdown party on Friday. So the Boomi's birthday celebrations technically start this Friday, but the actual birthday party is gonna be on Saturday, and we'll have an after party on Saturday as well. So please look forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll be sending out birthday party invitations probably tomorrow, and that'll also include the schedule, so please look forward to it. I'll check in if I can. Yes, please do come. We'll be on for quite a while on Friday night. Well, I guess it'll be like the full 4 hours, because we're going to be counting down until my birthday, then chatting for a little bit after. We'll be playing games and then chatting for a little bit, and then saving the bulk of the conversation for Saturday. And then we'll have a special members only on Saturday night for the after party. So if you could come, please do. I'll really appreciate it. If not, then you can check out the VOD. And I hope that you have a lot of fun in the VOD squad. I'm gonna find somebody for us to read real fast. My breath has been bothering me. You know, I even brushed my teeth before the stream because I chowed down on that cucumber salad. And it was like, it was so garlicky. I went hard on the garlic, but I love garlic. It's so good. You know, I can't be a vampire because I love garlic. I'm just a regular demon. And the garlic just stayed on my breath. I was just like, before stream started, I was like, I gotta brush my teeth or it's gonna distract me the entire time. Even that didn't save me. Thankfully, I'm in the 2D sphere and the smell doesn't transfer through the stream, or else it'd be like, oh, Boomi, if you're a vampire, you would have been shriveled up by now. But man, was that cucumber salad good. I usually never finish it in one sitting. I usually have leftovers, but this time, nom 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 nom, I chowed down, man. I chowed down. Okay, who should we raid? It's been a while since I raided on a Sun. Oh, there's so many people. There's so there's so many people. I always miss this. Okay, we'll go ahead and send the raid over to... We'll send the raid over to dual leveling. Yuki and Nina are we going on a Valentine's Day date. They're doing a Satsudan. Part 2. I wonder what part 1 was about. I didn't count part 1. But they're doing a Valentine's Day quest. Yeah, please go ahead and join their guildmates. Yuki and Yuna are some of my favorite VTuber friends. They're the sweetest. You guys are probably quite familiar with them. So yeah, give them my best. Tell them Happy Valentine's Day. Tell them Happy Valentine's Day. How about that? It was lovely spending Valentine's Day weekend with you guys. Oh, and don't forget, just because Valentine's Day is over doesn't mean that Lucid Valentine's Day event is over quite yet. We still have quite a bit of Valentine's Day streams left to go through because we're doing it for 2 weeks. We started off last week and we're continuing on into this week. Let's see, who has left for this week? Let me see. We do have voice packs out as well for Sera, Furi, Reiya, and Eva, and Xander. They all have voice packs out, so please go check out our Lucid shop. I'm gonna just tag merch, but it's gonna link to my store. I have a voice pack out too, but it's kind of old, so if you want a new Boomi voice pack, maybe you should tell staff. Maybe you should tell staff, like, hey, you know, I'd be interested. I already own the first Boomi voice pack, so yeah, you should buy the first one. Listen to the cringe, power through the cringe, and then tell Lucid, your purchase will tell Lucid, like, hey, I love Boomi's first voice pack. Like, maybe I should, like, you guys should make more. You should totally make more voice packs with Boomi. She's a vampire. She likes garlic and she's tan. I'm not a vampire. I'm a demon. I'm a special type of demon. I'm a Hidonari demon. But yeah, go ahead and go to the shop.welcomeToLucid.com and check out all of the merch, especially the new Valentine's voice packs. They're so good. Definitely give them a listen, give them a purchase. Support my cool highs. I'm trying to find the post where we have the other Lucids. Oh, here it is. The Valentine's Day events. So, let's see. Tomorrow we have Astra, who is going to do a Valentine's Day event. Tuesday will be Naomi. Wednesday will be Xander. Thursday will be a rest day. And then we're rounding off the event on Friday with Aki. So, yeah, go ahead and enjoy the rest of the Valentine's Day event. And if you can't catch it live, there's going to be plenty of fun Valentine's Day VODs for you to catch up on to, you know, keep the love going for the rest of the month. And then also in the Discord, we have a personality quiz that we're doing for this holiday event. Go ahead and go to the Discord. And I think it's in the announcements. And then I think there should also be like a section for quiz results or something, but you can post your quiz results in there. I'm probably gonna check it after the stream, see who got Boomi. I got Boomi. Of course I got Boomi, because I'm Boomi. So go ahead, take the quiz. Find out who would be your lucid Palantine or Galentine. I'd love to see your results if you haven't posted it already. What else? I think that's it. Yeah. So I hope to see you guys this weekend for my birthday. If you've been sitting down for as long as I have, make sure you give your body a nice big stretch. Don't forget to stay hydrated, especially me. I gotta get rid of this garlic. I'm gonna brush my teeth again tonight. What a mistake eating so much garlic. And don't forget to treat yourself to something special. Yes, it may be Sunday, it may be the weekend ending, but that means the best thing you can gift yourself this end of the weekend is a full 8 hours of sleep. So I hope that you can, you know, get to bed early. I hope this chat was able to help wind you down after a long weekend. And let's think about the positive stuff that comes for the week ahead. So let's say like hump day this weekend, right? Wednesday night you're sitting there, you're like, oh man, I still have Thursday and Friday to go. But hey, at least you made it through halfway through the week. And then, you know, on Friday and Saturday you get to celebrate my birthday with your fellow boomers. And so, yeah, we can all hang out together after a long week. I look forward to hearing about how your week has gone on Friday night. Until then, take care, everybody. Bye. I would like to thank our Ko-fi supporters for this month. Our Ko-fi supporters, if you'd like to support me on Ko-fi, where you can get an extra, I'm trying to think what the command was. Was it Ko-fi with the hyphen or without the hyphen? Let's try both. You know, let's try one at a time. If you'd like to support me in other ways, YouTube membership gets you, you know, extra stuff for the stream, such as the emotes. But Ko-fi membership gets you some extra things, such as digital goods, the blog posts, and postcards. For example, we recently just released a custom wallpaper with icons so you could decorate your whole computer in the Boomi theme. I also did a blog post for January and February, and then our rewards for January was a icon, a phone wallpaper, and a watch wallpaper. So if you have like an what's it called? Apple Watch? Apple Watch. You can use that. Go ahead and support me on Ko-fi. I would like to thank our current supporters. I'm trying to find the page. I would like to thank our current subscribers on Ko-fi. There it is. Memberships. There. I wish I could just download the list. Oh, I can! Oh, okay. I'm gonna save this. Let me bookmark this page. Okay. For the third time, I would like to thank our Ko-fi subscribers. Ray Zyro doing our Ko-fi subscriber for since November 20. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. Thank you to our current Ko-fi supporters. Our current Ko-fi supporter is Ray Zyro, who has been a tier 2 boomer on Ko-fi since November of 2024. Thank you so much. Sorry for butchering that. Well, it's okay. It's a new thing we're doing. I'm gonna practice better. But yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. It's a pleasure as always. Passing the raid on to Yuuki and Yuna, twin VTubers dual leveling. They are doing a Valentine's Day date event, just chatting. Part 2. Give them my best wishes and tell them Happy Valentine's Day. Until next time, take care. Bye bye!